Well, good afternoon and welcome to 471 Papanui Road, more formally known as Harcourts Gold. Now, it gives me great pleasure to be your auctioneer this afternoon, Sandra O'Brien, and my role is simply to complete the excellent work of our professional property consultant, Hayden Ralston, who was very successful on the international stage on his bike, Wheels, but has now been very successful in gaining traction in real estate. You all good to go, Hayden? Lovely. Now look, you've clearly had a strong campaign here, evidenced by a brought forward auction at 137 Harris Crescent. So I wish you all well here today. Now may I extend a very warm welcome to our owner, and I understand one will be on the phone in Taiwan also. We appreciate that there is choice in the marketplace, and we wish to thank you for choosing to work alongside us here at Harcourts Gold and Hayden Ralston. Buyers, I know that Hayden will have made all the relevant documentation readily available to you over the past few weeks. That's the LIM, the title and the contract from which we work, as approved by the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand and the Auckland District Law Society. Now there's just a few rules and regulations I've got to cover off. Today's auction differs somewhat from the norm, as our owner has received a pre-auction offer that is acceptable to them, and this means their reserve has been met. Shortly, I shall announce the level of that pre-auction offer and just give you time to digest that. Should there be bidding, well, we will hold an auction. If I don't see any bidding, I'll simply knock the property down to the initiator of that pre-auction offer. As we are selling, I won't be placing any vendor bids, and nor will our owner be withdrawing and selling the property from sale. If any dispute arises, I'll simply determine the dispute or re-offer the property at the last undisputed bid. Now finally, if you are the very lucky purchaser of this lovely property today, identified by the fall of the hammer, then before you head away to celebrate, we do require a couple of things from you. Firstly, you need to sign the agreement confirming receipt of the approved REA guide, arrange the deposit of an equal 10% of purchase price, and complete the GST information in Schedule 1 of that same agreement. Buyers, those are the rules under which you bid and buy today. Cash and unconditional is your bidding. Thank you for your patience. I suggest we get things underway. Now 137 Harris Crescent, Papanui, Christchurch City is more formally known by the legal fraternity as a substantial freehold parcel of New Zealand's best 807 square metres. On lot 105, deposit plan 16556, all contained and identified in that certificate of title that Hayden's been putting through to your inbox, CB10K 1442. Now Schedule 2, I'm not going to go through that, but it is clearly a fabulous list of chattels that are included in the sale today. And further terms of sale, we take you've read and understood clauses 23.1 through to 24. Settlement and possession, well, that's the day that you start to dream and move in with the keys of your home. It's Thursday the 25th of May or any other such date, and I believe there are a few side agreements with a variation to that term being arranged in writing prior to the commencement of your bidding. Let's take one last look. Upon entering, I just felt it's very evident that these renovations have been driven by the heart and not by a calculator. Our owner's vision and tenacity for hard work has created a family home that you will be proud to call your own, evidenced by the sheer number in the room today. Neutral decor throughout, and with a kitchen to cook up a storm, it'll only make you the envy of your chef friends. And as with an entertainer's home, friends will come in droves to visit and stay. They'll enjoy the sun in the morning from that front deck to the sun in the evening on the back deck as well. Sleeping for, but early for a phone bid, but you tell them to hold, we'll be with them shortly. Sleeping for with the bonus of a large room attached to the garage. Now that only allows you to configure that room to suit yourself. Now it may be a hobby room, it may be a gym room or an office. It goes without saying, with renovations as extensive as this one, you will hardly notice the cooler months, as consideration has been given to warmth. Fabulous location, Northlands and Bishopdale malls nearby, and you're amidst a family-friendly area. Now, it may not quite be Robert Harris coffee, but rest assured, you'll be able to sit under one of those two umbrellas and enjoy the surrounds with either a coffee or something a little stronger, if you are lucky enough to purchase Harris Present today. Without further ado, the level of that pre-auction offer is $820,000. Give you time to digest that. $820,000, $820 the bid. $820,000. Do we have an auction, folks? Is there $5,000 to bounce us to 8.25? And we have on the nod, welcome, sir. 8.25 now fairly bid. $825 the bid. Is there $830? Is that a bid? 5 more. $830. Straight we go. Let's come straight back, sir. I'm sure you can come to bid once. 40 doubles me up. Stay strong in those 10s, sir. Well done. May have just done it. Let's hold tight. $840,000, $840 the bid. $840,000. We're on the market and selling, folks. What say you? Careful consideration given. The fabulous home. $840,000. I scan the room. Do we sell away? We're on the market. $845. 45. New bidder. 50. 50. 8.5 we now have. $850 the bid, $850,000, looking for 55. Happy to travel in 5s, but happy to take something stronger. Consideration given, as it should. Big decisions being made. $850,000 now the bid. I call it away 3 times. We are selling. Once the call. $855. 55 we now have.
857.
57. Cuts it back a little, but still puts his nose in front.
858.
And 158.
860.
60. Stays in the 2s. Commend you, sir. $860,000. Now the bid. It's a wonderful home for these levels. You'll be very happy here.
870.
870. 10 on top. Can't pick the pattern here, but that is a bold bid. I like the cut of your jib. $870,000 now bid. Do we see, sir? 72. Perhaps you match it with 10. It's the wrong way, sir. I'd like to stay with me. Just enjoying your company. $870,000 here. Call it away 3 times. We are selling. Welcome anyone else in the room. $870,000 once. I'll give you 3 opportunities. First one's gone. The hammer's coming up. We're on the market twice.
872.
And 7.2. There he is, the cheeky 2.
875.
3 on top. 7.5. 8 3/4 now bid. Sir, perhaps go straight to 880. 875. You're allowed to change your mind again, sir. It's a sign of strength in our auction room. 875 the bids here. It's against you. And it's against you, ma'am. I sell away at $875,000 for the want of a cheeky 1,000 on top. Is it anywhere in the room? First the call, twice the money. Are we selling? Third final call at $875,000. Make no mistake, it's going. Are you sure, sir, you're out? You'll never be able to drive past this address again. Regret's a terrible thing. It is going, and it is sold. Congratulations. Congratulations to our seller, to our offshore owner, and to our wonderful buyers, Last Minute Insurance. I wish you well moving forward. Thank you.